Next up, we got artist documentary by Peyton Bristow.
This is Hugh Greer. He's a full-time painter. You'll rarely see him without a paintbrush. His wife, Terry, would agree.
When did I start painting? Well, I'm glad you asked because of that I have these very special paintings that were done somewhere around 5 or 6 years old. And they're just, I've kept them over the years and I've had a lot of fun with them. And I would like to think there's been some real advancement in my art since we first started. Now, I never really did learn very much about spelling because here is the red hot takeoff. And it's a rocket going up into the air, and he's probably going to the moon. I really started painting when I was in grade school, and I was not a very good student because I have dyslexia, but we didn't know that until after I graduated from college. I didn't find that out. So the only place and the only area that I really got any encouragement was in my art.
Well, I don't know how to answer that because that's just been my life for 33 years, you know. It's living with an artist. It's different. Well, it's real interesting because he has a completely different thought pattern than I do. He sees things differently, and we go about things differently, and sometimes we meet in the middle, and sometimes we don't. But it's been fun, and I've met a lot of people that I would not normally meet through his art and through the things that he's done.
There wouldn't be any art or any awards or any competitions that I enter without her because she pushes me so hard to do all this stuff. And no, actually, she does all. She's the brains, you know. I'm the brawn. I'm the lifter. I push the brush, and she figures everything out. And she works on the computer, and without her, none of this would happen.
Well, like I said before, he has a different view of things, and he spends all of his time in his studio, and I spend all of my time doing other things, like the housework and the yard work and the computer work, and I keep track of all of his art, and if it's sold, you know, where it is, which gallery it's in, if it's been sold, if it's been paid for, and then he likes to write thank you notes. Oh, I think he's real good. Sometimes he asks my opinion, and it's kind of difficult if I don't like it. But I always say it just does not appeal to me. It doesn't mean it's, you know, it's not going to appeal to somebody else, and it's always the first one that sells. Always.
Next up, we have a School of Rock documentary by Brooke Parker.
School of Rock opened up in 2012, but then came to a close in December of 2018. Students were devastated that they heard School of Rock was closing. They believed there would be no other place like it. That wasn't until Dam Music Center announced a new program called Rock Academy.
When I heard of School of Rock closing, I was very sad and heartbroken for the students and my daughter. I know how important it is to them to have that place to go for that time away for them to express themselves all together with the hobby that they really enjoy doing. I do feel with the opportunity that students and my daughter have been given with School of Rock and Rock Academy are something that they're going to remember for the rest of their lives and benefit from it. I love sitting in the audience and looking up and seeing my daughter rock out on the drums and sing, and music that I grew up to. So I think it's really cool, and I'm really glad we've had this experience and that she's had fun with it, and she's met some really great friends along the way and has had a great time with it. So even if it's just something these kids do in their teen years, I think it's a really fantastic, fun childhood to have.
Rock Academy is trying to follow in School of Rock's footsteps, but with some improvements. But the overall goal is to make sure that the kids are coming together to create music and having fun while doing so.
Leaving School of Rock was very difficult. We were excited to go over to Rock Academy. The transition was very nerve-wracking because starting anything new can be nervous and exciting. So definitely like School of Rock better, like the environment better than Rock Academy, but it's still a program in progress, so hopefully things will change and progress for the better.
Now we're going to go to the sports segment.
Hey, it's a sports segment. Spring sports are in full swing, so let's do this thing. First, we got baseball. They played their first games of the season last week. They dropped 2 games to Eisenhower and split the series against Mays. Both Hunter Igo and Luke Stewart are hitting at or above 400. That is some real stats there. Next, we have girls soccer. They beat both Goddard and Eisenhower, with Alyssa Rowland grabbing 2 goals in the Goddard game. They also drew Wichita Northwest later in the week. Next is boys golf. They went to McPherson at the Invitational there, where they took 10th as a team, and Trey Cornwell took 11th as an individual. That is solid. Now we have track. They went to the Mays Invitational, where our girls had another awesome showing, taking 3rd. The girls 4x8 relay took 1st, and Isa Abdul Hamed took 1st in the 400 and 100 meter dashes, and Andrew Kennedy got the gold in the 110 meter hurdles. Solid performances there, looking real good. That's all we got today. That's all the sports. I will see you later.